Hey, good morning, everybody. Coming to you with another kind of how-to video, just with our sports card business really starting to take off. I've seen there's a lot of videos out there with kind of little piecemeal here and there, things to do to kind of make your business more successful. As somebody who owns another company, and I've been very successful for the last 13 years in that business, I figured I can share some of my insights as we transition more and more into this sports card collectibles market. So without further ado, I'm gonna flip the camera around. This is our batches for today. So you can see this is a batch of just raw baseball cards. I've got some slab stuff, bigger stuff. Got all of these PSA slabs, got this oddball, I think they're called Ace graded cards. I guess it's one of the cards from the pandemic. Got a couple of these big jumbo cards, a little mini poster, just some oddball stuff. And with that, this fancy little scanner up here doesn't do the best job. You can widen this out and do some bigger cards. These will go through there, but I don't really like the images that come out. Those are really built for penny sleeves and for doing your, the cards that are in the top loaders like this. For the bigger stuff, we use this scanner over here. So this is the SnapScan SV600 by Fujitsu, or Ricoh, I guess is the name of the company now. This is the pad where we put stuff down. Now with graded cards, SGC, you can just kind of slap those down there and be done. With the black background, I like to swap out and put a white background. So without further ado, I'm gonna run through some of these bad boys. So really simple, you can actually come on to the SnapScan home, and I can scan it right here, and you'll see it does a really cool scan. And you can do really big stuff on here. I do a lot of more 3D type items. I do, when you've got a set or packs or things like that, it's great for it. I can also hit the button right here and just continue to scan. And so those images go right into the system there, and they auto crop. So saves you tons of time. For those of you doing a lot of listing, I just kind of go through these one at a time. And rather than doing it on my phone like I used to, or doing it on a flatbed scanner, having to flip them over and go back and forth and all that nonsense, I just do it right here, and I can go through a lot faster than I'm doing with you guys. And I'm creating a batch. You can actually lay them out and do 4, 5, 6 cards at a time in one scan, and then flip them over and do the backs. Honestly, I haven't spent enough time trying to figure that out because this isn't really that hard. It doesn't take me a lot of time. And I like to keep my senses about me because I have a little bit of ADD, and I will get way out over my skis if I try to do too much at once. So this is just about speed, getting these bad boys listed. And then once I've got these scanned in, I'm gonna do probably 5 or 6 more real quick. And I'm gonna do a couple of oddball ones just so you can see how valuable this thing is for us. There's a big, kind of a double booklet type card of Mike Trout. And this is all stuff that I've gotten. It's consignment. A friend of mine who has a sports card business that he likes me to do a lot of this stuff for him because he is not nearly as efficient as we are. And Jim's a little bit older guy. He's not with the technology. He loves the hobby and loves doing it. He's retired, but he'd rather turn a bunch of the cheaper stuff over to us and let us blow through it. And I'll do a few more. I'd like to do a batch of 10 so you guys can see how easy this is for us. And what's great about these images, especially with these chromium type cards, usually those are a pain in the butt to get good images of. Because they have that chromium finish, they will almost look black to the eye. With this scanner, they're not. They're gonna look really good. And then anything that's refractor, man, the images that come out of this thing are just ridiculous. They're that image that you see on some people's page. It's like a rainbow on the card, and they're really bright and colorful. For those of you that are doing this as a side hustle to make extra money. And here's one. Here's the silver prism. When this thing comes through the system, it's going to look fantastic. You know, presentation is half the battle on eBay when you're fighting against a million other people selling their stuff online. If you've got really great images, it makes a huge difference. And on graded cards, I don't think it's as important, but raw cards, a lot of times I won't even put those cards through the speed scanner. I'll do them on here just for the front image so that I can have a really cool one, especially something more valuable. Just to give you an example, I did a Jordan Love rookie card, Silver Prism, and there was probably 20 of them listed online, all between that $50 and $90 range. And because I had taken a really good image, that thing sold really quick for 80 bucks. So, all right, one more. We'll finish that pile. And I think if you've ever had to deal with this stuff before and scanning slabs on your phone or flatbed scanner, you are probably already seeing the value of this thing. Now, we did, roughly 15 cards would be my guess here. And they're in the system. So I'm going to come into the SnapScan. And it'll take a second to process because it's got, so it's actually 12 cards that we did. And then you hit this check correct button. And what this is going to do, it's going to let you make your margins. And as you can see, it takes out that piece of that white cardboard that I put underneath. The reason I do the white cardboard is it's going to make the card easier to see. And then you can also see how it's got that kind of rainbow on this mosaic card. That's what that top scanner is going to do for you. And then you just go through one at a time and make sure your images are cropped properly. Every once in a while, the system will be goofy. Let's see here on this big card. See there, this one got a little bit goofy. So I'm going to come in. We're going to zoom this thing out. And what's great is even if it's off center on the pad, it will actually fix that for you. And you can actually rotate it a little bit to make it nice and square. And this allows you to get really, really nice, high quality images. On the back, it did the same thing. So we're gonna, and the reason it did that is because I didn't have the white thing underneath it. I don't have one big like that because I don't do the big cards very often. And without further ado, we'll go on to the next one. So you'll see these are pretty good. They do all the auto cropping, so it saves you a ton of time where you're not on your phone or on your computer trying to crop it. And that's a couple more. You can see that's all done. So we hit next. Gonna save these images. So we're gonna hit save and exit. And then here comes the most fun part. So we're gonna have that batch of 12 cards. We come over to Card Dealer Pro, and we've already got a batch started. So this is a slab batch. I put today's date, assorted sports. I'm gonna hit continue. I'm not gonna add any prices in here. You can actually preload prices. If you're running, all 99-cent starting auctions, you can actually put 99-cent here, or $1.99, or if you've got all cards that are $5, you can put $5 here, and it's going to take your batch and it will already preload. You click on Magic Scan, and we are just going to dump straight from here into here, and it's going to take those images and put them into the Card Dealer Pro software. Next thing we're going to do is it's going to go through its scanning process, and you'll see is it's picking up all the PSA stuff. So you'll see that one there is a PSA 9 card. And then down here on the side, it's actually going through each one. And there's the card with PSA 8. And if I actually come over to the grading and condition, it's already put their cert right into it. And you can actually click Fetch Cert if you want. And it's going to give you the PSA certificate. And you can click right here, View on Grader website. So this is going to allow you to really skip a ton of steps when it comes to stuff you have to do as a card seller, just to make sure that's not a fake slab. Here's that scratch off. This one picked up the wrong card. So you see there it says Yadier Molina. That's actually a Mike Trout. So right underneath it, we can come down here and find Mike Trout. So just like that, we fixed our problem. This one, however, did not pick up the PSA. So occasionally we're going to have that issue where it's not going to pick up the PSA. We're going to come to PSA, and this one is a PSA 4. And then we're off to the races. So there's the next one. So you guys can see how quickly this thing will save you time. And then if I want to check, like, what's the most recent sales here? So here's this Michael Porter Jr. PSA 9. It's an optic. We're going to come over here, and you see this button that says pricing and inventory. You can actually go to recent eBay sales, and it'll pull up PSA 9s of that Michael Porter Jr. card. So there's $9.50, $3.25, $6, $9.99. It gives you kind of a range. I would say that just based on comps here, this is probably about a $10 card, even in a PSA 9, which is, I think, hilarious. So what I'll do, and actually there's so that's a PSA 10, $19.99. So I'll come in here, I will put my price at $9.99, and then you hit mark and ready to list, and that one's done. That one's out of your way, and you can just go through these things pretty quickly. That will allow you to get a lot done. So just to give you some perspective, this batch I've already scanned in. It'll probably take me half an hour to get them listed. I just did those slabs. I'm going to do those, and then this box of raw cards. And then we've already done about 100 cards, basketball, football, about this many this morning. Here it is around 9 a.m. We should be done with all this by noon. So my guess here is we probably have 400 cards and about 30 slabs and some weirdo stuff. And we'll be done in a period of 4 hours, guys. So for you, those of you out there that are looking for some help to make your business more efficient, I really think this SnapScan system, the Car Dealer Pro, and just for perspective, I'm going to put the SnapScan a link in the comments so that if you want to look into purchasing one. I will also put the Fujitsu. That's the one that we can speed scan through. That one will scan, my guess is about 100 cards in 2 minutes, roughly. So we'll put that link down below. So if you are looking to upgrade your business, guys, I think this is a great way to do it. Thanks so much. Happy Friday, everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. Feel free to leave any comments down below. Ask any questions. I look forward to answering those for you, and I hope you guys have a great day.